First off, dinner. So let's see where should I start. The book officially starts off him like after leaving the court, and then Gypsy touches his nose, but it's him reminiscing. It's like a flashback. It's a flashback to what him leaving the court is, and obviously he gets like a slap on the wrist of a punishment because he has connections. He's in the he's in the field obviously, so he knows what to do and what not to do in this type of situation. And this book has been out for more than 20 years. So I want to say some spoilers. So if you don't want to see spoilers, or y'all don't care about spoilers, y'all can stay. But if y'all haven't read the book yet, don't recommend watching. But yeah, let's continue. Billy, yes, Billy. I had to make sure. I haven't read this book in like 2 weeks, but yeah, Billy. He was driving home after like a late event. His wife was giving him a PJ. You know, they were getting a little frisky or whatever. He was driving home, she was passenger, and at the moment when she did that, he was, not paying attention because, he was getting it anyways. And right at the moment, the gypsy woman comes out from between two cars. The cars are parallel. And she comes out between that car and kind of not jumps, but like obviously she wasn't looking both sides. So she just walks forward, and then right at that moment, he ran her over. Sadly, she passed away. She screamed and all. And yeah, back then there was no car camera, obviously, so they couldn't prove anything. So the gypsy's woman, her dad came out and basically saying, why did you do this? Like, from what I remember, I might be wrong, but like, honestly, I haven't read this book in a hot minute. And yeah, he was obviously pissed because that's his daughter. So yeah, later on at the court, when he was reminiscing back to the dude, the gypsy old man touched his nose and said something thinner, like whispered it, but Belly didn't really like catch it. And this is when he wakes up from the nightmare, Belly. And at first I thought like, oh, did he just like dreamed it? But no, it's him having the nightmare. What happened? Starts off with 246 pounds. Obviously, at first when I was reading it, like, what does 246 mean? And then I read it more, and I'm like, oh, it means his current weight. Because as the book goes on, his weight goes lower, and a number the start of the book it represents the weight he is at. He knows about the law and stuff. He has a wife named Haiti. She gives like, like in high school, like in the high school movies, it's given like to cheerleading and the quarterbacks. Uh, you know, has a family with Ellie and a daughter. And the daughter I think is 13 years old, and honestly a great life, living the life for real up with his other friends, his richness friends, and stuff like that. Younger, he did sports, so he was able to maintain his weight. But once he got like older, it was harder to control because he loves to eat. Honestly, me too. I love dessert. That's my weakness. So Billy's character is more of a character who can't manage to lose weight, and when he starts to lose weight, it becomes too rapidly where he can't control it, and that is because of the old gypsy man. When he first starts losing weight, Haiti was like, "Oh, congrats! Like this is so good." Like da da da, like these pants fit you. Oh, and then the pants. When I'm like referring to pants, it's because he bought new pants. He's like, "Oh, I haven't been dieting. I wonder what Haiti's gonna say," because Haiti's the wife saying like, "You gotta like lose weight. This is so bad. This and that." And he was it on. If it's good, like it felt a little snug, but like it felt good for him. So he was like kind of shocked. He was like, "Okay," and yeah. So he didn't think much of it, but in the back of his mind, he was like, "Do you think it's because of gypsy man that touched my nose?" He was like, "Dinner, He's the same amount as he used to. He just keeps losing the weight." Worrying a bit more because people are noticing, like, "Oh my goodness, what's your diet regime? Like, let me know what you do, how you're dieting," because people are now noticing. I don't know, it's a secret, but it's a curse. he, yeah, no. He's not actually dieting. He eating the same thing. He just losing weight. So that's a bad thing. And the wife notices, because obviously his wife, she notices that he's still eating the same, he's still dieting. So his wife said, "Oh, I'll make you an appointment with the doctor because I don't want it to be cancer." The doctor can't find anything wrong with Billy. I mean, she has a daughter, so Yeah, the daughter was like, "Oh, it's your fault. My mama died. This and that." They were attacking Billy. Honestly, word. He left his family. It was about a month, and he has an old criminal friend who like helped him get out of something. So he has connection with like also a criminal dude. So he goes, Billy goes and contact that dude and goes, "Hey, like I need to scare these people out their wits so they can reverse this curse for me because they don't want to reverse it." So the dude was like, "Okay, yeah, since you helped me in the past, I'll help you this time." So there goes a dude. He pretends he's a police officer, and he he scares them. He was scaring the girl who brings her out of the house. He's like, "Where's your grandpa? Where's the old dressed man?" And then she was like, "Oh, he's sleeping." And basically, he was scaring her. And under the present tense, he is like a police officer because there's other people there still interrogating, but he's still there acting like he's one, but he's not. and and once they get to his car, he ends up being honest, like, so he sent me over here to, you know, basically a whole debrief. The gypsy girl, she says it to the dude, saying, "You can't really get rid of the curse. The curse can't be removed, but I'll let you know what my dad says. My dad says to go. I forget where it is exactly, but basically to meet a time and date of when to meet the old gypsy dude with Billy. And he goes and relays that message to Billy, and later on that becomes important. Okay, so Billy goes and meets the old gypsy dude on the bench, and he reminds telling Billy, saying, "Hey, you can't really get rid of this, but you can get transfer this curse." Mind you, Billy's criminal friend is with him. Before he goes meets off and gets off the car to meet the old gypsy man, his friend says, "I got you, I'm here, I got your back, whatever, this and that." So he has that peace in mind. So the old dressing man, he goes say, "You can't really remove the curse, but you can transfer it." And he cut Billy's hand, put the blood on the cherry pie, and that cherry pie represents the curse. Because the cherry pie is breathing, like, that thing has a heartbeat, goes up and down, a little too crazy. I'm not a big fan of it, but yeah, because I have a big imagination. The curse is no longer on Billy, now it's in the pie. Billy goes back to his car and realizes his friend is not there. But what he does find is a severed finger, aka his friend is dead. He's no longer living. He thinks it's a gypsy's, but he doesn't have solid proof. And since that dude was not really Gypsy's friend, but more of someone that could help Gypsy, he really did not care. Mind you, Billy is an arrogant old man. That's just a reminder to let y'all know what Billy's character is. Billy goes back home and he greets Haiti with the awesomest gift, like, "Oh, I love you," and bought her some stuff and this and that. And lastly, a cherry pie. Mind you, the cherry pie is Haiti's favorite type of pie. And on the way back, he was basically cursing Haiti back on his mind. He believes that everything is her fault. He believes if she wasn't the one giving him a BJ, nothing would have happened. He would have killed someone. Mind you, Billy's character is very narcissistic because he blames everyone but himself. And I'm like, dude, you're the one that was driving. You're the one that did not feel remorseful at all. He's home. He feels really tired. But he keeps emphasizing that he should take a slice of pie before he goes to bed. Mind you, the pie is what has a curse. And if someone eats the pie, the curse is being transferred to that one person. "I want you to go to bed. Like, I'm willing to feel well rest for tomorrow." And Billy goes like, "Yeah, you make sure you eat the pie." We're referencing the pie. She said, "I will." So while he's going to sleep, he's like in the in and out dream state. He hears some place clattering, cabinets opening and closing. So he thinks, "Oh, he finally taking a slice of pie." What he does not know is that the daughter, Linda, comes back from the friend's house, or I forgot who house she was at, and she was having pie with her mother, Haiti. They were resolving their issues over pie. And the main reason he found out was because the next morning he sees two plates. And that's when he figures out Linda's back and ate the cake, not the cake, the pie with the mother, Haiti. Figures that out and he says, "Oh my goodness, what have I done?" He ends up eating the pie as well because he says, "Oh well, it's too late." He eats a slice as well. So the story ends with all three of them dying, all because of Billy narcissistic views thinking it's Hades' fault. And I had to look up on Google, and it says something about how there were like a lot of readers as well thought Haiti and a Dr. Mike was having an affair. I had to rethink of saying, did they actually, or also do we have an unreliable narrator? And after doing more digging, we had an unreliable narrator, and I'll get into why. So back to like explaining the story, the doctor that Dr. Mike, aka the doctor that Haiti keeps hiring, is because they're good friends. And the main reason Billy thinks they're having an affair or something's going up is because he's a doctor and they're friends. But according to his narcissistic views, he thinks the doctor frequently visits them is because, oh, he definitely having an affair with my wife and this and that. My wife is gorgeous, so is a doctor. Deal with the frick. But yeah, that's one of the reasons. And another reason is because he believes that Haiti and the doctor keeps talking other than him not having cancer. Like, what? Because that was like the plot of like the thing of what goes up, but part of the movie. The plot over the book, there was no affair happening. There is no hint of it. It's just Billy overthinking and blaming everyone but himself again. So, to get to it, Billy's character is very narcissistic, mainly due to him blaming everyone but himself. Not once in a book. I think I also, like, if I have seen it, I would have highlighted, but I don't think I've highlighted anything saying Billy feels more remorseful. Billy never in the story feels remorseful about killing someone. He only feels remorseful when it attacks him, aka when he's getting a little too thin and he might disappear into thin air. That type of remorseful. Even then, he feels angry, not at himself, but at Haiti, his wife. He keeps referencing, if it wasn't for Haiti giving up Jay, that one single night, out of all the nights she's chosen, none of this would have happened. So even then, he never blames himself at fault. He always blames someone else or manages to try to blame someone else. Like, dude, what? He was the one that caused his whole family to die. All because of him thinking it's Haiti's fault and wanting to murder his own wife, he ends up murdering his own daughter as well. So, yeah, there's that. Billy's just a piece of shit, you know? Just a gypsy plot. I like the book. I like how it gives like a good, what's the word for it? Lesson. I guess, like, don't not judge people at first. Do not just be just don't be an asshole. Because when the gypsy first moved in the neighborhood, not only does Billy's character, but everyone else in the neighborhood looks at the gypsy as like there's some weird people. Like, in reality, these are just people enjoying their life, enjoying the weather and stuff like that. But they judge them just because they're gypsies. Honestly, if they wouldn't have judged them in the first place, none of this would have happened. Really. And the only reason I don't like the way the book referenced gypsies is because that's not... It's making them seem something that they're not, and it feels bad because it's like a whole community that actually exists. Imagine getting a hate back in the day when this book came out. Like, dude, what? So I feel like something that would make the book better was if they referenced like a character that weren't gypsies. They just made up like a whole different made up a different group instead of saying the gypsies. Like, what? Even though they don't do that. So, there's that. And I feel bad for them because of the hate they might have received during this time. So, yeah. The book, I probably give it a 3.5 to a 4. I just hate Billy and the way they made the gypsy scene. But other than that, I do like how it came to come and how everyone got their consequences. Except for poor Linda. Linda did not deserve any of that. Like, girl, what the frick? If it's not your fault, your daddy is low-key a piece of shit. Oh, but also how it does go back to everything affects you, even your own offspring. There's just one saying, I just don't remember exactly how it affects you and also your children. And also, that does happen in real life. There's some things you do and it affects your own kids because of the stupidity that you go through. So yeah. And that's my final review of the book Dinner. Thank you for listening and watching. I get to y'all for the next 2 books to review. But let me know what y'all think. Thank you.